It's Thursday. That means it's time for another edition of Ask Ellen. Parts of our area saw a good amount of hail this week. That's a video that our viewers sent us. Really coming down in Middleville there. So today, Caitlin wants to know, why do some of the crystals in a hailstorm freeze in layers?
Yeah, this is interesting. If you look at hailstones really closely, you can kind of see that it's formed in layers. So let's talk about hail, specifically hail formation, hail generation 101, Hail Explained, starts off with water droplets. So keep in mind, if you have a thunderstorm, and it's an especially strong thunderstorm, we have an updraft and a downdraft. And in a strong thunderstorm, both of those are strong. So you have rapid air moving upwards and rapid air moving downwards. Well, close to the surface where it's warm enough, you have water droplets, and those begin carrying themselves up with the wind into the upper levels of the atmosphere. Now, the upper levels of the atmosphere are not just one zone of continual temperatures. Instead, we've got layers of temperatures, layers of humidity. So as those water droplets move up into freezing temperatures, they're running into all these different conditions. And every time they run into a new layer, they begin to freeze and take on a new coating. Well, oftentimes, hailstones will travel many times up and down inside the storm cloud, and oftentimes, not just up and down, but left and right as wind shear takes them all over the place into all of these different pockets of different conditions. That's why hailstones rarely are super uniform. Sometimes they can even have a weird spiky look. It just has to do with how they've cemented to each other and started to get new layers added onto them. Well, when the updraft and the downdraft become at least not strong enough to carry the hailstones, well, those hailstones fall to the ground, and that's what we usually see at ground level. Fun fact about hail: the size determines the speed. So small hail falls between 9 and 25 miles per hour, but large hail, like what we saw this past week, usually falls at about 25 to 40 miles per hour. And then very large hail, 2 to 4 inches, again, what we saw this week, falls between 44 and 72 miles per hour. So not only are the hailstones more dangerous if they're bigger, they're also falling faster. So that's kind of an interesting additive to your hail formation explanation.
Is. All right, that is interesting. Yeah, definitely want to stay inside. All right, thanks, Ellen. And if you have a question that you would like to ask Ellen, you can send it over to the 7 at woodtv.com.